What's up, everybody? You are tuned in to the Cris
And Maul.
podcast, episode 39, noontime stream. Hope everybody's having a good day, good afternoon. We got a lot to speak on today, a lot of things to get into in the sports world and regular stuff going on out here. Some craziness going on. We're going to talk about it. So let's get to What's up, everybody? Chris Lamar podcast, episode 39, noontime live stream. Hope everybody's having a good afternoon. What's
hmm
going on, Ma? How you feeling, man?
I'm good, bro. We 1 week, before Christmas and stuff like that. So, you know, everything's all Gucci, man. How you doing today?
I'm doing all right, man. Can't complain. I'm alive. I'm here. It's my off days.
How's that
It's
Christmas
all good.
shopping going?
It's cool. I'm almost done.
hmm
Yeah,
That's
I'm
cool.
almost done.
That's
How
cool.
about you?
Man, keeping it chill, man. Everybody's just, no one wants nothing. And so when people are like, yo, man, you gotta start guessing on what they want. I'm like, but it's all
So
good.
you give him a gift card. Keep
hmm
it pushing.
hmm
All right, man. Let's go over the NFL Week 15 recaps games. A lot went down. Uh, you pull up the schedule for me.
Yeah, I got the games right here. You want to start off with the Chargers Raiders
Yeah, go
Thursday?
ahead.
We can do that.
Yeah. Chargers are in Cancun. They're in Cabo. They're in Paris. They're wherever you can think of. Bahamas. That's where the Chargers are. And this game showed it. They were not mentally, spiritually, and barely physically there on that field when they played against the Raiders in Allegiant Stadium. And the first half showed you that. And
hmm
so
hmm
the Raiders just dominated from one quarter to the first quarter to the fourth quarter. It was no competitiveness on this field whatsoever. How was your feelings about this game, man? This is your team. It's your Raiders.
Well, look, I'm not going to sit here and lie. Like I initially wanted us to lose the game because I was more into the draft pick, especially coming off that 3-0 loss. To the Vikings. I was like, here we go. It's just we had our little high. With Antonio Pierce. Coming in. Just kind of like that initial. You know, get a new coach, new energy, so everybody's playing hard. But then after a couple games, you come back down to reality, and that's kind of how I thought it was going to be. Aiden O'Connell didn't play really well. Our defense, held up on their own, but our offensively, we were just terrible. And
Mm,
then on top of that, I didn't expect Josh Jacobs to play. You had Devontae Adams. He was kind of questionable, but he ended up playing. I was shocked. This kind of looked like Alabama versus like an HBCU. It was like 45 nothing or 42 nothing going into halftime, and it made me excited in the sense is like on the Antonio Pierce side because I in some instances I really do want him to get the job. I think he really embodies like kind of what we need as a head coach. I just think the only thing that's against him is just kind of like his he just doesn't really have enough criteria to be the head coach of. He still needs more experience. But overall, they're playing hard for him. They're playing inspired football. They want him to be the head coach. So it was great to see our team bounce back off of that. My whole thing is what is your what's your overall summary with Brandon Staley? He did get let go. Um, the next day, quick. I'm surprised they even let him on the plane. But what's kind of like your overall summary as far as like him, being the coach of the Chargers? Do you see him maybe getting a potential another coaching job, or does he need to go back to being a coordinator? Like, what's your overall summary on that?
Well, first of all, Chargers, about damn time.
Mm-hmm.
Hello. Should have fired that man a long time ago. But uh, as a fellow member of the AFC West, I'm going to truly miss Brandon Staley because I knew those were guaranteed 2 wins on the schedule when he was the coach.
Nah, yeah.
And the rumors is that somebody else is coming, and I don't want that man to come to this division
Go
because
ahead, say the name. Who do you think is going to be the
Bill
head coach?
Belichick.
You think
Bill
Bill Belichick is
Belichick.
going to be the coach?
And I don't want that. Yeah, Bill Belichick, Sean Payton, Andy Reid, and whoever y'all gonna get. Y'all gonna shoot for the stars. Go get Jim Harbaugh or somebody. And so it's gonna be Jim Harbaugh, Andy Reid, Sean Payton, and Bill Belichick in one goddamn division.
Yeah, that'd
Yeah.
be crazy. That'd be crazy. That would be crazy. That would be nuts for sure.
But no, it was well deserved. I mean, he got fired. You know what I'm saying? Your players gave up on you. I
Mm-hmm.
think I saw something where Khalil Mack was talking about they weren't all fully there, like
Yeah.
something like that. So
Mm-hmm.
bottom line, I mean, he's gonna get another. I don't think head coaching job, but he'll get another coordinator job somewhere.
What
Yeah,
was he originally a defensive coordinator for Sean
yeah,
McVay? Was he a
yeah.
defense coordinator?
So I wouldn't be surprised if Sean or Kevin O'Connell or anybody off that Sean McVay tree
Mm-hmm.
brings him in with open arms. They're all friends, I'm sure, and so I'm sure he'll bring him in and whatever. So he'll get another coordinator job. Shout out to Brandon Stanley. You tried, just wasn't for you, sir.
Yeah, for sure.
So
For sure.
go back to the drawing board.
Yeah.
I don't like seeing nobody get fired, even if they do deserve it. I don't like seeing people get fired, but you know,
No, yeah, like look. I'm not gonna sit here like obviously we don't like seeing people get fired, but in this instance, like in the sports world, like I'm not crying over them. These guys are
mm-mm,
making millions of dollars. It's not like they're living
no,
paycheck to paycheck. So I'm not really
no,
gonna sit here and get too sad about it. Like
no, I
like
hear you.
dude wasn't winning. You could kind of they just had too many games where the his coaching decisions really cost him games. You had the playoff game last year with the Jags. We could go through so many different games during the regular season the last 2 years where they lost games that they should have won. Hell, I'm gonna go back to that one year where um, it was the Chargers Raiders in Vegas to see who made the playoffs. The Chargers were a fully healthy team. I think Keenan Allen just came back. Austin Eckler was healthy. The defense was healthy. Derek Carr, that was the year, we didn't have what's my man's name who, got in the whole car accident. We had all that drama with John Gruden and all them.
Henry
Henry
Ruggs.
Ruggs, yeah. Henry Ruggs. We had all that drama. We didn't have the receivers like we did, and yet we went in there and dominated that game. You know what I mean? It's games like that just makes you be like, yo, like what are they doing? I think the Chargers, I think they probably have the most, as far as like quarterback position wise, I think they might have the most attractive job. But I think in the overall sense, I think it's a tough job though. Like you really don't have a fan base in LA. I'm gonna be a realist. I think the moves got backwards. Like low key, the Raiders probably should be in LA and having their own stadium, and then the Chargers probably should have been out here. But just with that whole dynamic, you have a cheap owner who really isn't really trying to pay. I think that might be the only thing that might stop Bill Belichick from coming to the Chargers is Dean Spanos really going to pay the bread, because he's going to have to pay that bread for Bill Belichick um, to be hired. You know what I mean? So I'm very curious to see how that goes. I'm very curious to see what they do with Keenan Allen. Austin Eckler is a little bit older. Mike Williams is, he tends to get hurt. That defense is probably one of the most expensive defenses in the league. You know what I mean? So you got to kind of see what they want to do with that direction. I'm curious to see what GM they're going to hire. It should be a interesting offseason for Chargers fans. The 100 or 200 that they have left as far as that fan base. So, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll definitely see. We'll definitely see. All right. Go to the next games. A few.
Vikings Bengals. We had the Vikings Bengals game Saturday.
We had a few Saturday games. So here it is. All right. Yeah. Colts, Steelers. Oh no, Vikings, Bengals. It was the Bengals looked like they were in control in the beginning. Then the
Mm-hmm.
Vikings came back, tied it up, 17-17. Then
Mm-hmm.
they kind of went tit for tat. And then Bengals pulled out the end, kicking the field goal 27-24. My initial thoughts is, you know what? This Bengals offense is still low key rolling with Jake Browning. The defense shows up when they need to show up. Vikings, they kind of missed the opportunity. They probably could have won this game, but Bengals pulled out at the end. So shout out to the Bengals.
Yeah, no, Bengals. Browning played a really good game. Had 324 yards, two TDs, one interception. Um, Obviously, I think it's a T. Higgins really stepped up, especially with the Jamar Chase injury. I'm not sure what's wrong with Jamar Chase, but it doesn't sound too good. Sounds like he might be missing the next week or two. So that might damage a little bit of chances for them to try to make the playoffs, even though they're in really good position. They're 8-6. So I think the Vikings really missed a really good shot to kind of really have a strong chance of making the playoffs. Now they're just kind of jumbled up. You know what I mean? You got them. They're 7-7. Rams 7-7. Saints are 7-7. If they would have won, if they would have won out the rest of their games, they would have had a chance to win the division. So it's a tough break for the Vikings, man. Now they're in a tough spot, man. They gotta feel like they got to low key kind of win out, especially with the teams behind them, to try to solidify their playoff chances.
Right. Right. Makes sense. Yep. Let's go Colts Steelers. Colts pretty much handled the Steelers in this game. Their playoff hopes are still in the bounds. Um, Steelers look like they're falling off and they're gonna miss the playoffs this year. So yeah, what was
So
your thoughts?
my question to you is, obviously, you're starting to hear a little rumblings about maybe Mike Tomlin maybe getting fired. I think it's a small percentage of a chance, but what do you think about that?
I don't think he's going nowhere. If anything, it'll be part ways, and he
Yeah.
wants to take a break or a rest or something.
Mm-hmm.
But personally, I don't see Mike Tomlin getting fired. That's not what the Steelers do. That's never been their way. So I just see them parting ways, and it'd be a mutual thing. And Mike Tomlin go rest somewhere. He probably take a year off or something.
You think it's time for him to maybe consider that? You think he should consider that?
Yeah, I think he should consider it, but I don't think it's gonna happen. But I wouldn't be mad if he considered taking a break.
Yeah.
You know, taking a little rest and getting away
Mm-hmm.
from everything. So yeah, I wouldn't be mad at it unless he's promised to get another good quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like the Rooney say, look, we're gonna do everything we can to get the best quarterback in here so we can start winning these games. But other than that, if I'm Tomlin, I would consider it.
Yeah, for sure.
Then you had the night game, Lions and Broncos. This wasn't really competitive. Lions dominated the game most of the game. They handled business. They needed this win because they have had the worst past 3 weeks, I think. So they look really good in this game, and they dominated the Broncos. They they're still in it, but I think they missed an opportunity winning this game right here. So
How many more games do you think it might take Russell Wilson to slap the shit out of Sean Payton?
why do you say that?
I don't know if you didn't see it. There was a play, I think, where they were near the goal line, and I think the offensive lineman did a false start, and then I think Russell Wilson came back on the sideline, and then he started going off on Russell Wilson for it, shit like that. You ain't see that shit?
Mm-mm.
Oh yeah, this shit was crazy to me. I think it's only a matter of time. If I was Russell Wilson, I would have slapped the fuck out of his ass with that Subway, that Subway sandwich, because that shit's crazy. You know what I mean? Especially stuff that isn't his fault. Like, he can't control that. You know what I mean? Like,
And
obviously, I don't know.
and I heard it wasn't really a false start. Like it was a bad call.
It's something like that, but I just think overall, like, him going off on Russell Wilson was kind of crazy to me. I
He
get
was
it.
on the
Like,
offensive lineman.
I don't know, man. It's just weird. That whole dynamic is just weird. I think the whole Sean Payton thing Russell Wilson thing. I think that whole dynamic is just weird. I think sooner or later, man, this dude got to snap. This dude got to snap. But overall, back to the game, I think the Lions, they look good. Like, can you really take them serious? They've had a couple bad games recently. It was a big win because I think the Broncos were hot at the time.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see, man. I got to see how the Lions do against the Cowboys here in a week or two.
All right, let's go to Sunday. We had the Saints and the Giants. The Saints did enough to win the game. It wasn't really competitive. Yeah, I ain't gonna say act like I watched the game either, but Saints won.
Who's a better quarterback, Gardner Minshew or Derek Carr?
Right now, it might be Gardner Minshew.
I don't even think it's close right now. Like I really think Derek Carr is just as a subpar quarterback.
Yeah,
I just really think he is. Like, he doesn't really give you numbers. Like, he doesn't really throw for 400 yards, 5 TDs. Like, a really good game for Derek Carr is probably around like 280. He might give you 2 to 3 TDs. Maybe an interception. But overall, man, he just, I don't know. He really doesn't move the needle. You know what I mean? It's just kind of like, I had to deal with it for 7-8 years. But kind of be on the outside looking in, seeing other fans having to deal with this shit is just, I don't know, just kind of really see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right, you got Falcons and Panthers. It was a terrible divisional South game. Panthers pulled it out at the end, 9-7. Well, what's there to say? They're missing other than, they don't get the first round pick anyway. So
I had a feeling Falcons were gonna.
They're tied with now. The Panthers are tied with the Patriots with at 2-12.
Yeah, 2-12. Yeah.
The Bears, after coming off a good win, they take a step back. And what's the name's receivers failed him in this game. Dropped a wide open pass right down the middle of the field. But it's the Bears.
This is the
Falcons.
This is a really good question though. Like, if let's say the Panthers win like 2 more games, and you're the Bears, you don't have the number 1 pick, maybe possibly you don't even have the number 2 pick. Do you keep Justin Fields? Like, do you keep Justin Fields at that point?
You might as well keep him.
You know what I mean? Because it's like if you can't get, obviously, I feel like the surefire is obviously
Caleb
Williams, man. So besides that, you do have Drake, man. Yeah, you have Jaden McDaniels and Bo Nix and all that, but I don't know, man. I think you got to start strongly considering that, and then that might help chances, especially for my team. You know what I mean? If we want to trade up, maybe possibly get a better quarterback. You know what I mean? So we'll see. I don't think Caleb Williams would want to go to New England. Me personally, I don't think it would be an attractive thing for him.
Depends on who the new coach is.
Yeah, who would be the new coach? They already said they're not going after Rabel. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I'm just saying it depends on who. What if it's Ben Johnson?
You really think Ben Johnson gonna be over there? They go from the GOAT of all time to Ben Johnson.
They gotta start over.
Or if they get Harbaugh, and then he,
maybe Harbaugh. Maybe.
I
don't know. Well, I don't know. He probably would. We'll see. We got Buccaneers and Packers. The Packers dropped the ball. They was on a streak. They just dropped the ball, man. Got smoked by Buccaneers. Probably Baker Mayfield's best game. Whoop they ass. That's all I can say, man.
Let's be honest. Do you think it would have been more beneficial for the Browns just to keep Baker Mayfield?
Possibly. I don't know. He wasn't playing too good.
But he was coming off. I get it, but he was coming off an injury and all that. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? Like, especially with them giving away all them draft picks, you gave away that big contract to Deshaun Watson with all the pieces that they already had. Like, you would have had extra pieces to maybe even trade up, get some more, get another old lineman or get some more defensive linemen to pair up with Myles Garrett if they even really need that shit, or a cornerback. I don't know. It's just it's just for thought. You know what I'm saying? I think the Bucs really look really good though. If Baker Mayfield can keep this up, obviously we don't expect that, but. I mean, if he could just, manage the game, man, I think, the Bucs have, tremendous pieces on the offensive side. I'm kind of curious the whole Devin White situation, with them benching him and stuff like that. But besides that, man, the Bucs seem to be rolling at the right time.
Yeah. Um, Dolphins and Jets went about how I thought it was going to go. The Dolphins, other than that slip up on Monday, they did make bad teams look bad.
Yeah.
Blow them out. They blew out the Jets 30-0. Had Garrett Wilson on the sideline yelling at Aaron
Yeah,
Rodgers.
right. You think he plays? You think he's gonna play?
Nah, I wouldn't. For what? They already said what's the name's keeping his job. So, and the Dolphins, like I said, they do what they do. They do what they do against bad
Yeah.
teams.
The only thing with Tyreek, I think Tyreek Hill will be fine. You know, he was moving around fine. I just think they're kind of saving him for the Cowboy game. So
True. Um, I'm gonna go to my game. My Chiefs versus the Patriots. Started off slow. Started getting it going in the second quarter. Still, penalties and turnovers, but we did enough to win the game. We were the better team. We showed it. It is what it is.
I, honestly, to me, there's really not much left to say about the Chiefs, dog. I really don't have them as like Super Bowl contenders for me. I really don't like that offense. That the receivers are not going to get any better. Travis Kelce looks older. Um, the defense, they're holding strong, but I could see them getting a little tired out. Just based on the offensive play, you can tell Patrick Mahomes doesn't have no faith in their receivers. You can tell he doesn't have really too much faith on the O line right now. Pacheco's still out, so
He's supposed to be coming back this week, so it's all good.
We'll see. But
you got Texans and Titans. Uh, Texans were down CJ Stroud, you know what I'm saying? But they end up winning, pulling it out, winning by in overtime with a field goal. Shout out to D'Amico Ryans. He got a win without CJ Stroud.
huge win. I think this is amazing because now they're pretty much all tied up. I think the Jags are tied, the Texans and Colts are all tied at 8-6, man. So the division's still up for grabs, man. It was a very huge win, especially not having CJ Stroud. I think who's the Texans' next opponents? Texans next play. Let's see. They play the Browns, Titans, and that Colts. So that final game at in the season in Indianapolis literally could be for the division. So should be good.
All right. 49ers at Cardinals. It was a blowout, 45-29. 49ers still rolling. Look like the best team in the league. What more can I say?
Yeah, you know what I mean. I think this right here is just pretty much put Purdy, I think, to me, as far as like MVP favorite right now. 49ers look good as long as they stay healthy. I think they're at least a 7-point favorite against any team at home.
All right. Rams and Commanders. Rams pretty much handled this game for the most part. Rams look good, man. They pretty much look good. They look like they can still, go for a wild card spot. We'll see though, but in this game they look good. They bounced back from a big loss against the Ravens and they pulled it out.
I think they're gonna get that 6th seed. And then I think we're really gonna get the Rams versus the Lions. Matthew Stafford going back to Detroit. And he's going to take out Detroit. I told you. I've been telling you guys for the last couple of weeks. I think the Rams are a very, very scary, scary team. Offensively, their wide receiving core, I think, is one of the best. I think they got to be at least like top 10, maybe even top 5. Kyron Williams has been probably the second best running back in the league, behind Christian McCaffrey. It's all about that defense. I think their next couple games, I think they got the Saints. That'll be a big game. Saints are right behind them. You're at the Giants. That's a win. And then it might come down to that Niners game in San Francisco. Let's see what they have to play for. They might still be playing for the number 1 seed. But overall, man, I think the Rams have a really, really good, strong shot to get that 6th seed.
Yeah, I can see that. And you had the night game. Oh no, you had the Cowboys and the Bills. Bills dominated this game. Josh Allen didn't even really do anything. He only had 95 yards passing. James Cook was doing everything against them. And the Cowboys couldn't do nothing on offense, defense, and they got smoked.
The Cowboys can't win on the road. The Niners proved it. The Eagles proved it. The Cardinals proved it, and now the Bills proved it that you can run against this team. You know what I mean? It kills Michael Parsons on the edge game. You know what I mean? I feel like they're more of a great pass defensive team, but a semi okay rush defensive team. You know what I mean? If they can't get home field advantage, Cowboys aren't sniffing the NFC Championship game. That's me.
Right.
So they might get one home game, but overall, it's gonna be tough for them here on out. You know, they got the Dolphins next week, so we'll see how it goes.
All right, then you had the night game, Ravens and Jaguars. It was tight a little bit in the first quarter, but then the Ravens just pulled away,
Mhm.
and they showed they was a better team. That defense kept them in the game. Offense did enough to win the game, and they beat the Jaguars.
Clear cut best team in AFC. I think they'll end up getting the number one seed. I think that defense is really good. It really sucked about Keaton Mitchell. He did get hurt. They say he's out for the rest of the year, so that's a big blow. He was one of their more explosive running backs. So I don't know. We'll see what they kind of do if they sign anybody. Overall, man, I think it put Lamar Jackson probably second behind Brock Purdy in the MVP race. It's kind of hard not to put him up there. I get it. He's not really putting up the best passing stats, but overall he's been consistent all year. So, Ravens looking good, man. What else can I say?
Yeah, sure. All right, man. Who's your offensive player of the week?
My offensive player of the week, I am going to go with. I'm gonna go with Brock Purdy. He had 242 yards, 4 TDs, looked really good. So I'm gonna give it to him.
I'm gonna give my offensive player of the week to James Cook. He had a really good game. 25 carries, 179 yards, and a touchdown. Um, he was pretty much their offense on Sunday, and he dominated the Cowboys pretty much by himself. So,
yeah.
Who's your defensive player of the week?
I don't really have a player, but I'll give it to the Bills defense, man. They shut out the Cowboys, made them look pedestrian, killed Dak's chances of winning the MVP. So I'm gonna give it to the Bills as a whole.
I'm gonna give it to the 49ers defense. They bullied and beat up the Cardinals. I know it's the Cardinals, but they just looked down. So gotta show them love. All right, man. Let's talk boxing. Tank Davis versus Haney, social media wars. They've been going back in social media. Supposedly, Bill Haney put out a post saying that Tank turned down 20 million. Even Eddie Hearns doubled down on that. Now I've heard people say, why would he take 20 when he made 34 last fight? So why would he take less when he could probably make more? Which I can understand that. These two, they've been going back and forth since Haney had his fight against Reach. They've been going back and forth before then. But do you think this leads to a fight next year?
I honestly really don't know, man. At this point, both at this point, man, with both of these fighters, man, either sign a contract or shut up at this point, because I'm low key tired of it because they've been going back and forth for a while now. I think that this fight makes the most money sense. It's the biggest payday for me. But overall, man, they can go back and forth about, him, them throwing him a $20 million contract and all that type of shit. Like, Tank ain't taking that. You know what I mean? As you said, he made 34 million last fight. I think this has to be a 50-50 split in a sense to me, as far as like where both fighters are at this moment in time. I do think Tank is probably the more exciting fighter. So I don't know. We'll see. What about you? What you think?
No, I don't. I don't see them fighting each other. I just think that they're doing what they always do: is fight through the social media, and try to make one look like the other one doesn't want to fight. So
yeah,
I would love to see them fight, but I think Devin Haney is either going to take he's going to take somebody else.
Yeah,
I think
for
he's
sure.
going to fight somebody. And Tank, he'll probably end up fighting Isaac Cruz again, and it is what it is. Now maybe after they fight their next two whatever opponent, then maybe we'll see something in the summertime or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like also history just kind of shows like any two fighters that go this hard on social media, man, they really don't make fights that quick, man. You might see it like maybe a year or two down the line if they just don't have anything else. But I'll believe it when I see it at this point.
Do you think either one of them will fight Shakur before they fight each other?
I could see that before I see this fight. I could see possibly see Tank because let's be real, man. I think in Tank's division, he is running out of key fighters he can fight. You know what I mean? Haney's slowly moving up. I feel like more and more he wants to be at 147. He says he probably feels more comfortable at that. I could possibly see Haney be at 147 maybe beginning of next year, like permanently. We'll see who he takes on in his next fight. So yeah, I low-key could see a Tank Ryan Garcia rematch before I think we'll see this shit, me personally.
Right.
What about you?
Yeah, I can see that too. I can see that too. So they need to stop talking through the media and just go and get something going. So it is what it is. Let's do NFL award projections.
Okay. Which one you want to start off with first?
Hold on. All right. Let's start with offensive rookie of the year.
Offensive rookie year, I think that's easy. I think it's CJ Stroud by laps. So
Yeah.
I don't even think it's close.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I think it's his award to lose. So, and I don't see nobody taking it from him. So, defensive rookie of the year.
I think it's a Texans sweep. I got Will Anderson. I think Devin Witherspoon has played pretty good, but there's only so much he can do. But I'm gonna give it to Will. I think Will has been the best defensive player of the year as far as rookie side.
Yeah, I agree. Coach of the year.
This one's tough. I kind of went on just kind of like the expectations of where people thought they were going to be to where they're at now. It was hard for me to choose. I had either between D'Amico Ryans or Sean McVay, but I went with D'Amico Ryans. I think where they were last year with a rookie starting quarterback, the draft went pretty well. I think they're 8-6. No one thought that shit was going to be possible. They have a chance to win the division. So I'm going to go with D'Amico, man. I think it should be a clean sweep as far as rookie of the year, off defensive rookie year, and coach of the year.
No, that makes a lot of sense. But I'll actually go with Sean McVay. Now, it could change because they might miss the playoffs. But right now, I'm going to go with Sean McVay for taking this team, being patient, and this team rallying around. They can possibly make the playoffs and make some noise in the playoffs. So
I ain't mad at
that.
With
Sean McVay. Defensive player of the year.
So I was looking at everybody's stats earlier, man, between Watt, what's my man's name? Parsons and Myles Garrett. I looked at everybody's stats. I went with TJ Watt, man. I think TJ Watt's stats just look a lot better. I get his defense hasn't really been playing well. I get Michael Parsons. He's probably been impactful. Myles Garrett's been playing really well too, but I just went with TJ. It was tough. It's tough.
I'm gonna go with Myles Garrett. That defense is still winning them games. Even though Joe Flacco's emerged, that defense still keeps them in games, and you know what I'm saying, he's still a monster. So yeah, Myles Garrett. Offensive player of the year. I think this is easy.
If Tyreek Hill didn't miss that game last week, I think it would be a lot tougher. If Tyreek Hill does get 2,000, I think he'll have a good chance. But I think it's Christian McCaffrey. I think Christian McCaffrey should be the offensive player of the year.
I'm going Tyreek Hill because the Titans game should have showed you that he's the offensive player of the game. Because once he went down, they had no idea what the hell they was doing.
Hey, you think it's easy over Christian McCaffrey though? Even with Tyreek Hill missing the game?
I don't think it's easy, but I got Tyreek.
Oh, okay. Let's make sure.
And MVP, I'm gonna go with Brock Purdy.
I think it's Brock Purdy right now, man. I think he's been the most consistent one. He's beaten Jalen Hurts. He's dominated them, dominated the Cowboys. He'll get his chance against Lamar Jackson this week, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I think it's Brock Purdy right now.
What is fantasy MVP of the year? You put that on there.
Oh, I like. Who do you think was the MVP as far as fantasy, like fantasy football?
I don't know. Probably Tyreek Hill.
I say it's Christian McCaffrey. I think Christian McCaffrey has been the most consistent one. I think he's averaging at least 22 points per week amongst fantasy players. I think overall he's rated number one right now. So I went with Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. All right, man. Let's talk about the G League murders. suspect. You so Chauncey Comanche, a former player with the MBG League Stockton Kings, and his girlfriend have been arrested and charged with connection with the kidnapping and killing of a woman whose remains were found in the desert near Las Vegas, or out here. Police announced it on Sunday. Comanche, 27, and his girlfriend, Shakari Hardin, 19, was arrested last week and charged with kidnapping Hardin's friend, Marina Rogers. Uh, but police began pursuing murder charges against the couple after Rogers' remains was discovered. The Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department said in a news release Sunday, the Kings are an affiliate of the Chicago Sacramento Kings. Announced Friday, the Comanche has been released from the team. Rogers was reported missing on December 7th, 2 days after she was last seen with friends, and had arranged to meet with Harden and Comanche, according to police. What are your thoughts on this situation, brother?
Obviously, very sad situation. Where Miss Rogers lost her life. So condolences to her family and all her
Mm-hmm.
friends who got to deal with that. Obviously, there's a lot of parts still missing. Like, obviously, if we got to know what that meeting was about. They originally, or with. I think it's crazy that homie had a game, murdered somebody, had a game out there hooping, had another game out there hooping. I don't know how many games he had since the murder, but I think that's nuts. Just kind of like the age difference, him being 27, her being 19. That's another eye raiser too. You know what I mean? So I know this is not a laughing situation, but overall, man, that's just kind of crazy to me. I'm very curious to know, like, kind of like the ins and outs about this case. I could definitely see this being like kind of like a documentary piece someday, especially to see the twists and turns of kind of like what happened. Um, but overall, I think the G League did the right thing. They released him immediately, got him out of there. She's on $500,000 bond, so she ain't getting out anytime soon. I know both of them are still. I think they're going to be in court sometime this week, and I think he's waiting to get extradited back here to Vegas. So, um, yeah, I think a lot of eyes are probably going to be on this case. Just kind of just the curious factors on what went behind the murder. You know what I mean? What was the point of kidnapping her? What was the point of murdering her? What was the whole point of the whole meeting and stuff like that? So sad, but I'm sure a lot of people will be interested.
Yeah, this is a crazy situation.
Hmm.
I don't know. I can't even speak or speculate what I think this is all about, but this is just a whole crazy. Prayers to the Marina Rogers family, and hopefully they can get justice. Out
Yeah,
of all of this, and
yeah, for sure.
these two be locked up forever. You know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
yeah, 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 yeah,
'Cause- And like I said, I don't know all the circumstances, but killing somebody is just that's a messed up situation, man. So
yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, it's just we just gotta wait and see. We gotta say wait and see see what happens. What kind of evidence they garner up, and just kind of like the overall what went out, what went down, and what happened.
yeah, for sure. All right, man. Let's do NFL top 10 rankings.
Okay, you want to go first? You want me?
You go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna go down from 1 to 10. So number one team, I think it's the Niners. I think it's easy. I don't think it's close. I think they've been the best team overall, consistently all year. Talent wise, they've been the best. Number two, I got the Ravens. They've been the best in the AFC consistently. Again, Lamar Jackson has been playing really good. Their defense is playing really good. Got to see how that Key Mitchell injury does, but they've been good. Number three, I still got the Eagles. I know a lot of people have been kind of like jumping off the bandwagon, but they went through a tough month of games. You know what I mean? I get, they didn't play too well against the Cowboys, but overall, man, they're still a talented team. I still think Jalen Hurts is, a top five quarterback. I think they'll be all right. They just kind of need to catch their second win. Number four, I think the Dolphins. I got the Dolphins number four. I think Tyreek Hill will be fine. I think their defense has been playing a little bit better. That offense is scary, so I don't think anybody wants to play them in Miami. Number 5, I still got the Cowboys. Just in the sense of like they still have a lot of talent on their team. I think it'll be hard for them to win on the road, but they're still a scary team. Number 6, I got the Bills, man. They've been the hottest team, I think, the last 3 weeks, maybe to a month. I think they're should be one of the scariest team if they make the playoffs. They're hot at the right time, and you know how it goes in the playoffs. Number 7, I got the Browns, man. Joe Flacco has kind of really solidified that quarterback position. That was the only thing that was really a little bit worried with Cleveland. If he could stay consistent, I think the Browns are a very scary team. I think they have the best defense in the league. Amari Cooper, he's been killing. So, and then what's my man's name in Jigba? What's the name? Yeah, he's been killing on the tight end too. So he's been good. Number 8, I got the Lions. Just an overall sense of they got firepower. They are very inconsistent. Their D line can be hit or miss, but I think they got them at 8. Number 9, I got the Chiefs. It's that wide receiving core, man. I'm not really a big believer in that. You can see the frustration with Patrick Mahomes, so I got them 9. And number 10, I got the Rams.
I'm start 10 from 1. I'm gonna go Bengals number 10. They're rolling right now with Jake Brown and they look good. So I'm not gonna discount what they're doing. Number 9, I got the Browns. I like their defense. Joe Flacco's got them rolling, but nobody's scared of the Browns. Let's just keep it real. Number 8, I got the Cowboys, man. I think what it showed was their fool's gold. They go against tough competition, they get punched in the mouth. Mm-hmm. So I got the Cowboys. Number 7, I got the Lions. They coming off 3 games that they look bad. They finally look good in this game. So I'm gonna give them 7. 6, I got Chiefs. Even though they had a back-to-back loss, both of them losses they probably could have won. And then this week, even though they had their issues, they still pulled out a win. So I'm still say Chiefs at 6. 5, I got the Buffalo Bills. They are rolling right now. Nobody wants to play the Buffalo Bills right now because they just look like a different team with Joe Brady calling plays. Number 4, I got the Dolphins. I agree with you with Tyreek Hill. I think their offense is still potent. I still want to see them beat somebody over 500, but they're still they're 10-4. So I'm gonna put them up there. Eagles, same thing, 10-4. They went through a gauntlet. They retired. I think they put it together tonight and get a big win over the Seahawks. Ravens, number 2. Their defense is really, really good. Number 1 in a lot of categories. Their offense is good, but it's not great. You know what I'm saying? They do enough to win the game, but you know what I'm saying? I think their defense is what really makes that team tick. Lamar Jackson does what he needs to do to win games, though. And 49ers are just gone. They're jogging that. Nobody wants to face that.
We pretty much had the same 10, minus, you had the Bengals, had the Rams, so and that could go either way.
Yeah. So, all right, man. I wanted to bring this up.
Okay.
Your boy Mark. What's the name? What's the dude from the Timberwolves?
Oh, Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, he out here. He out here doing nasty work. If I can find it, well, put
AKA Mr. Send the video. Send the video. Hell yeah, that shit was hilarious.
But allegedly, well, not even allegedly, he supposedly got an Instagram model pregnant. He's supposedly tried to give her some hush money, get an abortion, gave her $100,000.
Yeah.
Supposedly there are reports that he even, what did he? I saw somewhere he texted her something.
Yeah, it was kind of like he was kind of texting her. He didn't want the kid.
Yeah.
He didn't want the kid. That she should get the abortion. And then, she was trying to saying how she had an abortion, I think earlier, and she regretted it. And then he's like, he don't give a damn. He don't want a kid. No kid should be just, thrown in this earth if, both people don't want it. And then, he said he was going to give her some money. She sends him a photo of a baby in a little binky outfit. And he's like, where the video at? Send the video. And she just kept trying to, get around it. But, that's kind of how that one went.
He also sent a text message saying, I'll send you the money to help you out. Mm-hmm. You got the money. What's the hold up?
What's the hold up? Send a video.
So
Make sure you got them pills.
bottom line, ladies, be careful who you get pregnant by.
Bottom line, these NBA players need to just stop, bro. What is with y'all on BBLs, my guy? Like, let it go. Wrap it up. Wrap it up. You don't want kids, wrap it up. Stop raw dog, man. People don't believe there's not STDs still roaming around in this world. People can't get herpes no more. Come on, dog. Everybody fucking without condoms is crazy to me, dog. Like that's how y'all motherfuckers is nasty as shit, man. Like wrap that shit up. About 70% of y'all don't even get tested. Like wrap that shit up, man. What y'all doing? And like Anthony Edwards, bro, like he proclaimed like in earlier videos that he would never get caught up. No female will ever catch him. Shorty caught you, dog, for $100,000. For $100,000, just get the abortion, dog. So, like, bro, hopefully he's smarting up. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think people should be, crucifying my man. Like, I think he released a statement on his Twitter saying that, he shouldn't, went about it that way. That women should have the right to do what they want with their body and shouldn't be forced to do anything. But it is what it is at this point. Send a video will be the new go-to thing for motherfuckers for the next year, man. So yeah, if anybody sends you an Anthony Edwards photo, you already know what that means. Send the video, dog. Send the video. So yeah, it's a little crazy, man.
It was crazy. All right, man. Let's give our flowers of the week. Who you got? You got about 7.
Yo, chill, dog. Chill, man, with the disrespect. I was on good behavior last week with one, but I fucked up and I got like 3 pieces this week. So number one, man. I'm gonna start with Anthony Edwards. Yeah, I didn't know we was gonna bring it up, but he got one of my hell nods, man. Just wrap it up, man. Just wrap it up. That's it.
We're doing flowers, man.
Oh, we're doing flowers. My bad. Flowers. I apologize. Flowers. Flowers. Number one, DMX. Today is his birthday. So I want to give a shout out to DMX, one of the greatest, one of the legends of all time. We met you, my guy. You know what I mean? You gave us some of the best music to date. I still play all that shit back, man. So, it's been, he passed away April 9th, 2021. Seems like it was just yesterday, man. So happy birthday to DMX. And number two, I'm going to give it to Kadarius Toney for making Patrick Mahomes feel like shit for the last 2 weeks. It's been putting a big-ass smile on my face to see Chiefs fans like you be upset, throwing shit at the fucking TVs and all that shit, man.
I ain't throwing shit at the
Twitter, man. I'm loving what I'm seeing on Twitter. This is all I'm saying. I love the panic.
We won. That's all that matters.
I love the panic in Chiefs fans right now.
That's all that matters.
Hey, it's putting a big smile on my face. Patrick Mahomes sitting there crying on the bench because his boys can't catch the goddamn ball, man. So, yeah, shout out to Kadarius Toney, man. Flower of the week. And you got me $100 this year, too, my guy. Man, I got to send you a thank you tweet, bro. Thank you.
Whatever. That all you got?
Yeah, that's all I got, bro.
Anyway, I'm going to send the flowers to my daughter since her birthday today. She turned 19. Shout out my
happy
baby
birthday
Winter.
To her. Yeah,
happy birthday to my baby Winter. Hopefully she has a great day today.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Happy birthday to her.
All right, man. Who's your hell no go to?
All right. Well, I already said the one, so I apologize about that. My second one goes to Blueface. Him getting a shorty to be on stage to get her jump was some of the most ignorant shit I've ever seen, man. People, somebody need to whoop Blueface's ass, or please stop covering this man. This man is just he's a
menace.
Stain. He's a shit stain to black culture, bro. Like, get this motherfucker out of here, bro. Like, he's a terrible human being. Like, he's terrible, man. Stop following this motherfucker. Just get him out here, bro. Get him out here. And then number two goes to the movie, The American Society of Magical Negroes. Get that shit the fuck out of here, right? Bro, you haven't seen the trailer for this shit, bro. So this trailer is like kind of like a Harry Potter / Hitch spoof shit vibe type thing. So it's like this like light-skinned black boy who gets recruited by this like magical ministry and shit to fight white people's discomfort towards black people, saves black people from getting hurt. Yeah, you know what I mean? You got to watch this shit. This shit's fucking wild. So it goes from that to him falling in love with a white girl. And, that whole story just looks totally like shit. That might be the worst trailer I've ever seen in life. You got a lot of people. It's like a really hot topic right now. So that gets my last hell no for the week.
My hell now goes to East Coast weather. the reason why I can't see my children now. You know what I'm saying? I was expecting my kids to be here today, celebrate the holidays with them, but now may not be able to come because there's a big storm in Virginia and the Carolinas, and
Yeah,
they weren't able to get to the airport on their flight. So you get the biggest hell no
yeah, we
today.
can tell, man. We can tell by the low energy from you today. So yeah, we can definitely tell.
Yeah.
Oh my God, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy. You get your goddamn ugly ass on.
So yeah, you get the hell on a week.
Yeah.
But hopefully this will give me some energy right here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What
Glitch energy, man. Glitch energy, man.
Why
We
don't you
got
go
shout
ahead
out.
and read that for me, man?
Oh yeah, I'm about to, brother. I'm about to, man. Glitch energy. We got a shout out to Glitch energy, man. Great partners. So Glitch Energy Drink offers a wide range of delicious flavors to suit everyone's taste preferences. Whether you're into fruity flavors like Maui Punch and Cherry Bomb, or prefer something unique like Blue Smurf and Grenades, there's something for everyone. Glitch Energy Drink is not only great for gamers and workout warriors, but also for everyday people who simply need a boost of energy. It's a healthy choice that you can feel good about. You can find more information and purchase Glitch Energy Drink at glitchenergy.com. Again, that's glitchenergy.com. Remember to use the promo code Cris Style and Mall to get 10% off your purchase and start enjoying the benefits of this delicious, energizing drink. So shout out to Glitch, man. Always.
Yeah, shout out to Glitch Energy, man. All right, y'all. Another dope episode. Whatever streaming platform you use, whether it be Spotify, Apple, Google, iHeartRadio, Crystal Lamar podcast is on there. Go ahead and click on it and see all of our episodes. And if you're a first time watcher on YouTube, go ahead and hit that subscription button, hit that like button, hit that notification button. So when we do our lives on Mondays, you'll get that notification. And when our episodes load up on Thursdays from when we do our Wednesday night pod, you'll get that also. So go ahead and hit that subscription button.
Yep.
And whatever social media platform you use, you can follow us at Crystal Lamar, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, uh, what else? Twitch, TikTok, Threads, whatever you use, whatever social media platform you use, go ahead and look us up, Crystal Lamar. We'll follow you back. We want to hear from you guys. We're just regular people like you. We love sports just like you. We like regular, pop culture stuff like you. So hit us up, man. Critiques, feedbacks, questions, topics, whatever that you wanted to bring to the table and give y'all the best podcast that we can give you. Hit us up, man, and we will listen to y'all as long as it's within reason. It's nothing stupid, silly. You know what I'm saying? Real questions, people.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? And talk to us nice. No, we ain't got to come at us raw. You know what I'm saying? Give us feedback. Don't come at us crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
No. So, all right, y'all. Until Thursday, we out.